Hello everyone, myself Dr. Aditya Gupta. I'm currently a second year DM resident in pediatric oncology at AIIMS New Delhi, having done my MD in pediatrics at AIIMS Delhi again. So in this video, I wanted to tell all the people who are just going to join the residency, just probably most likely just after Diwali, they're going to join the residency in pediatrics, like what to expect from pediatrics in the first year residency, what are the essential do's and don'ts, and this is pretty much valid for any residency whatsoever. A bit more focus on pediatrics because that's what I did. So I'll begin with the first thing first. Be prepared. Like first year is tough. I'm pretty sure you all know this. We all know that residency is going to be a tough period. There are going to be long hours. There are going to be multiple night shifts. There are going to be, continuous 30, maybe 30, 36 hours of duties. So be prepared. And first year is tough. I understand that. I think the long hours don't bother us as much as the unnecessary criticism and toxicity that does come from our seniors. So my simple advice to you is that it's okay. Like right now, just listen from one year and remove from other year. But when you become a senior, like next year when you are becoming a senior, make sure you do not pass on this toxicity. Make sure you appreciate your juniors. Make sure you appreciate your juniors. Make sure you reward them, make sure you work with them, make sure that you are a team rather than a junior or a senior. In that way, the toxicity that is inherent in our medical culture in our country, not in our country, pretty much everywhere in the world, maybe it will decrease just a bit, but do contribute a part. Right now it's just 1 year. Listen from this year, remove from this year, and move on. The second thing, as far as books and pediatrics is concerned, so pediatrics, the first thing that you need to remember as far as pediatrics is concerned, that the children are not mini adults. So that's one thing that you should remember, that their physiology changes rapidly. A neonate is different from an infant, and an infant is different from 5-year-old, and 5-year-old is different from an adolescent. Adolescent is treated like an adult, a 5 to 10-year-old is like a child, an infant is treated differently, and neonates are altogether different physiology. So get this thing out of your mind. Age of the child becomes very important. What are the textbooks that you should buy? So everyone knows it's Nelson, or you can also consider this book called PG Textbook of Pediatrics. This is the book. This is the PG textbook of pediatrics. So if you feel that Nelson is a bit too Nelson is an English heavy textbook. So if you're not that comfortable with the English of Nelson, you can also consider PG textbook of pediatrics. I think it's a good book. In the first year, frankly, you really won't get time to read anything. But there's certain things that you should have, and I try to read during whenever you're working as well. So the two things that I definitely want you to focus on are the emergencies. So whenever you're posted in the neonatology division, whenever you're receiving a child, just sort of whenever the child is born, so your NRP and your NICU protocols, this thing, and in emergency, if you're posted in emergency, your PICU protocols, these two things, PICU protocols are fame and NICU protocols are fame. They're really good book, well written book. I feel that during the first year itself, you should at least get a hang of it and try to read through it. The other thing is pediatric dosages are radically different. So have the drug dosages book with you. I will give the link in the description about the where you can find this drug dosages book by Dr. Meherban Singh and Dr. Ashok Dirari, and Harriet Lane you should have. So these are the books that you should consider. Nelson and PG you can buy. I really don't think so you will have the time to read them. If you can, great, but most likely won't. But NICU protocol and PICU protocols, just carry with them. They're not too, I'll just show you once. So this is the PICU protocols. Chota sa hai, not too big. 2 volumes I agree, but isko thoda bahut pad lena, not too much. The third and the most important thing I really want to emphasize upon is comfortable footwear. Like either buy a 10,000 rupee or 5,000 rupee shoe. Like there is no harm in buying a slightly expensive Nike shoe, but you will get a shoe bite अगर तुम बकवास से shoes पहन के चले जाओगे. Long hours होते हैं, no point wasting. मैं personally Crocs को prefer करता हूँ. The second thing I'll come to is scrubs. Like I so I did an interview with Richa. So somebody please normalize wearing scrubs for doctors, because scrubs to bed and scrub to rise makes a doctor comfy, efficient and wise. So scrubs are the best wear, especially for your night duties, especially for your, if you are just having a day duty, maybe you can wear your normal pants, shirt or whatever you're wearing. But if it's a night duty, I don't go on any night duty. Normal days maybe. You would have seen मैंने कितनी बार अपनी videos अपने scrubs में बनाई हैं. So scrubs is an essential gear for you. No harm in buying a pair of scrubs. So I have 4 pairs of scrubs right now with me. 2 AIIMS के Tailor से, वो AIIMS के logo से, 2 Kanyamed के हैं. Kanyamed के. So Kanyamed, I think everyone knows about Kanyamed. Kanyamed is an amazing company that makes, like, ये जो scrubs है ना, they're super comfortable. एम्स वाले भी अच्छे हैं बट इनका फैब्रिक इज जस्ट अनदर लेवल इन माय ओपिनियन एंड दिस इज नॉट लाइक जस्ट मैं प्रमोशन के लिए नहीं बोल रहा. मेरे बैचमेट्स जो हैं वो भी कन्यामेट के स्क्रब्स पहन रहे होते हैं. दिस इज अ फोटो ऑफ माय बैचमेट कृतिका. शी इज ऑल्सो वेयरिंग कन्यामेट स्क्रब्स. दिव्या ऑल्सो हैज कन्यामेट स्क्रब्स. सो देर इज अ रीजन वाई एवरीवन इज बाइंग दिस. दे एक्चुअली आर कंफर्टेबल. लाइक वो wrinkle free and breathable and everything. When what they say, whatever those might be gimmicky terms, but in plain and simple terms, they are comfortable for me. They keep me comfortable during my night duties. They keep me comfortable during my 30 hours duties. That's the reason, plain and simple reason I wear them. The one I'm wearing right now is the EcoFlex scrub. I'll give the link in the description. You can check out the description. Very genuine advice to you. स्क्रब जरूर खरीदना, इवन इफ यू डोंट वांट कि कन्यामेट के खरीदें. पर्सनली वुड एडवाइस. हाँ, बहुत अच्छे हैं, खुद यूज़ करता हूँ, मेरे बैचमेट्स यूज़ करते हैं एंड दिव्या यूज़ करती है. सो दैट्स अबाउट लाइक दैट्स अ पर्सनल टच विद इट. बट अदरवाइज ऑल्सो स्क्रब्स ले लेना. Like she said, like Richa said, scrubs to bed and scrubs to rise makes a doctor comfy, efficient and wise. You would have seen me also making a lot of videos. So Kanyamet scrubs, I'll give the link in the description. Really comfortable, really breathable, wrinkle free, and you will get a discount using my code Aditya15 to get a discount also on these scrubs. Multiple colors, you can get your name inscribed on them and everything. वो सब तो already obviously available है ही, so get that. The fourth thing is what you should know by the end of first year. Like I said, इस साल ना सिर्फ emergencies पे focus होना चाहिए. Emergencies and emergency procedures. First year of pediatric residency and second and third year of pediatric residency are a bit different. But first year focus should be कि NICU protocols, PICU protocols. ये अगर ऊपर से भी if you have done it a bit superficially also, they are going to really help you. They are the things कि like a sick child comes to you in the emergency or sick child comes to you in the ward. By the end of first year, you should at least know कि initial 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours को उसको manage कैसे करना है till the time your senior comes and does the entire Frickman and everything like that. So that is the most important thing. NRP से we used to get scared of NRP during our undergraduation days. Now NRP should be on your tips. Like, and I personally love the neonatal resuscitation. Always used to enjoy that. So NRP should be on your tips. Procedures that you should definitely know by the end of first year are cannulation and intubation. Again, two emergency procedures. Cannulation ke bina, you won't be able to get the drug in. And pediatric cannulation is an art. Pediatric cannulation is an art that you need to learn. First, get the cannula in. Whenever you're seeing a child, don't miss the opportunity to cannulate a child. Like, don't put it on nurse, don't put it on someone else. Whenever you're getting an opportunity to cannulate a child, cannulate. Whenever you're getting to intubate a child, especially in the neonatology division, in the NICU division, you will probably get to intubate a lot of children. Definitely go ahead and learn and practice the art of intubation. Now coming to the more important things to make sure that you retain the sanity during your first year, because it's going to be tough. Call your parents daily. Like, there's no, like, मैं ये बहुत genuinely बोल रहा हूँ. This will keep you sane. This will keep you motivated, and this will keep you कि चलो कर लेते हैं, कि first year residency बहुत tough हो जाती है. Make sure you call your parents daily. The sixth thing, eat when you can, sleep when you can. This is a common mistake which pretty much everyone amongst us makes. कि शुरुआत में लगता है कि अच्छा अभी खाली बैठे हैं, अभी क्या करें, थोड़ा कम काम है, पर भूख नहीं लगी. नहीं, जब खाली बैठे हो, जब काम क्या कहते हैं, लाइक लग रहा है कि अभी थोड़ा सा लल पीरियड है, बहुत काम नहीं है, खाना खा लो या सो जाओ. But eat when you can, shit when you can, and sleep when you can. Residency is tough because it's fully possible. उसके बाद the single amount of time that you get in order to eat or even pee or something might be after 12 hours. So eat when you can and sleep when you can. And last but definitely not the least, nothing is worth your mental health. अगर कभी लग रहा है कि यार ये नहीं हो रहा मुझसे, तो ब्रेक ले लो. लाइक आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि इट्स नॉट कि यू डोंट डू द हार्ड वर्क. ड्यूटीज आर टफ, मेहनत करो. आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट यू डोंट नीड टू पुट इन द आवर्स. Yes, it's fine if you work 10 to 12 hours in the first year, or even more than that for that matter, during your duties. But if you sometimes feel that this is something beyond me, suicide is not an option in my opinion. Talk to someone, take a small break. Worst come worst scenario, let's say what happens, you give the exam after 6 months. That's the worst scenario, and that is not worth your life. Like, I really want to emphasize this during this video कि prioritize your mental health. मेहनत करो, but अगर लग रहा है नहीं हो पा रहा, तो कुछ हर्ज नहीं है उसको करने में. Like, that. And suicide is definitely not an option. That's what I wanted to emphasize. So this is your first year residency tips and tricks. Whenever you're getting time, eat, sleep, whatever it is. Books में मैंने बता दिया. Focus should be on emergencies. तो PICU protocol, NICU protocols तुम्हारे पास होनी चाहिए. Pediatrics in general is a totally different physiology. तो drug doses और उनकी Harriet तुम्हारे पास होनी चाहिए. First year is tough. इस कान से सुनो, इस कान से निकालो. But next year, make sure you become better seniors. And last but definitely not the least, स्क्रब्स ले लो, एक अच्छे से स्क्रब्स ले लो. अगर हॉस्पिटल में कोई बनाता है तुम्हें वो अच्छे लगते हैं वो ले लो. नहीं तो कन्यामेड इज अ रियली रियली गुड ऑप्शन. मेरे को पर्सनली कन्यामेड के स्क्रब्स बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं. खुद पहनता हूँ, मेरे दोस्त पहनते हैं, दिव्या पहनती है. And yes, these scrubs are comfortable. These scrubs are affordable. Not the EcoFlex, but the other classic ones, similar fabric. You can order that. And most of the times, actually, they are running out of stock. So if you're planning कि मेरे को scrubs खरीदने हैं, तो better to buy them now, order them now itself. Thank you and have a nice day.